So today is travel day. Oh.
What are you talking about?
Oh, why did it? I didn't push. Did you push the button? Why did it go down? That was weird. Okay, so let's try another thing. Let's try for the pink one, the ball. That might be hard. How about the pink ball?
Okay. Pink ball.
Try it right there. Press the button. You got it. Boom. All right, that was worth $2. Good job. So yeah, we're at Sonoma County Airport. So I love this airport. It's really small, convenient airport that allows you to walk onto the tarmac, which is kind of cool. I mean, you could park in front of this airport for 4 hours. That's like 4-hour parking right there. It's only like 12 spots, but you know, what airport do you know that you could park for 4 hours and charge in front of the airport? I don't know, any airport. All right, heading in. I think this is it. Yeah, there's a line. We gotta go. All right, bye. Bye, kid. I love you. Okay? Peace out. Okay, love you too. Thank you. Thanks. Made it to Seattle and headed to the baggage claim, but flight wasn't too bad. It's pretty busy here. But so I'm here in Seattle for a documentary I'm working on that is about a place called Cherry Street Farms. Got connected to this project about 6 years ago. Actually, this journey started 10 years ago with a guy named Keith. And Keith is really awesome individual who is about spreading veganism, about connecting the hip hop community to health and wellness. We met back in 2015, 2016 when he was doing the hip hop Korean dinners, which was really cool. And I was kind of early on in my kind of documentation journey, and I did a bunch of events with him. It's a little bit of storytelling, but mainly just covering events for him, and which featured live performances and a vegan dinner in like urban community centers and schools and churches and things like that. And so he took that model across the nation, but he's from Seattle. And so, long story short, created this farm on his family's property called Cherry Street Farms. And that actually started 6 years ago. And so he's been working on this project for a number of years, and they just completed it a few months back. So Keith reached out to me and was saying, hey, I want to tell this story in its complete thought. You're my guy, so how can we make it happen? So I was like, all right, well, it sounds like I need to come to Seattle. And he's sitting on like 6 years worth of data in terms of, you know, photos and videos and, you know, different things, different events that they've had on the farm, different stages of the process of them building this farm. So he reached out and was like, let's do this thing. And so here I am. He booked me a flight to Seattle. So I'm gonna be here for the weekend, and it's my first time in Seattle, so see what it holds. Seemed to be pretty fun. And we have a loose kid.
Unattended baggage creates a security risk, could be confiscated and destroyed. You are urged to report suspicious items or activities.
Oh, and that's about to start.
Bud, over here.
Ooh. Nice. Anyways, that was interesting. So waiting to get my bags, and then we're gonna get picked up. I'm excited. I'm about to go get some good vegan food. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to see you, brother. How you doing?
Good, man.
You made it.
Yeah, man.
Seattle.
Yeah, what's up?
We're here.
We're here.
Yes,
Seattle.
sir. Thank you, man.
Yeah, man, no problem, man. We're gonna give you a trip around the town and show you where all the black people came from here in the Central District.
Yeah.
And I'll show you all the sights of our beautiful city, Seattle. And before you leave, you'll probably want to move here.
Really? Okay. All right.
But
now.
don't tell nobody, okay?
Okay.
Don't tell nobody.
Okay. All right. Don't tell nobody about how cool it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got enough people here. So that's one thing about it, man. There's a lot of people here.
Yeah, it seems like it's really it's bustling right here. I mean, I know this is the airport, but it's really
It's bustling everywhere around
really
here. Man.
okay.
Yeah, it is.
Good morning. I made it to Seattle and got all checked into the room and hung out with Keith for a while yesterday for several hours. Us just getting reacquainted, kind of getting to know each other better after kind of just being acquaintances for years. We sat down, had a meal, had a few conversations about what we want to get out of this engagement in terms of me coming out here and filming him, but also, his hopes for the future for his project and for Cherry Street Farms. And so getting to understand his program, his process, and how connected he is here in Seattle was really important for me to kind of walk into this interview with as much information as I needed to really execute it in the most effective way. So, with traveling, it's always like a gamble. I feel like I can't bring my A game on a travel situation unless I'm like renting something at a location and all of those things are, if those things are in place and budgets is there, we could do that. I got the quick and effective setup that I can travel with, very similar to my last one. I got my trusty FS 200 Godox panel. I got one of those. I have 3-foot, 2-foot tube light that I'm gonna use maybe as like a backlight kicker. And then I have this other little interesting thing that I got gypped on. I feel like I got gypped a little bit, but so it's one of those impulse buys, right? So I'm on Instagram and I see this advertisement and they create a whole lifestyle brand video for this light and it's called Chill Beam. I don't know if any of the filmmakers around have seen this, but it's basically like a blow up LED light, becomes like more like a tube light. And it has like a little solar panel on there and supposedly you could charge your phone. And, I think originally it's designed for like camping and kind of outdoor life because it is magnetized and so you put it up on different things and it's not the brightest light, but it has 3 settings and so you can get away with it like close in proximity. So I'm gonna see how I can, make this work, blow it up. It folds pretty good, so that was nice. I threw it in a kit. Thought it would be effective. I got my FS 200. That's, that'll be my key light, which the panel's here for it. And that goes on top. Got some diffusion. This is the ballast for the light. This is my 7-inch monitors. I got my Godox MA5Rs. It's such a mouthful with these names of these lights. They're magnetized too. Anyways, this one, the MA5R is a Godox RGBW light. They act as like accent light, just pop them up somewhere and just have pops of color. I got a couple stands. I don't love traveling with these type of stands. I haven't really found a good source of stands. I think this is like the sturdiest one that I have that's this style stand, like baby stand. It does have plastic here, but it's the tallest and I would say sturdiest one that I have. And then I have another little flimsy one that I was gonna use for like the tube light or whatever. And then there's like a tripod down here. It's my Manfrotto. The head is small rig. It's like a small rig. It's for a bigger tripod, but it's the lightest one that I could find that will snap onto my Manfrotto style plate and be effective, and I feel like it won't fall off, okay? But these headphones, I've had these since '98, and they're Audio-Technica studio headphones. They're like one of the loudest pairs of headphones that I've had. Like most cases, like sometimes with studio headphones, that you don't really get the volume in them, especially when you're plugging it into like a source like a camera or something like that, or a field monitor. Audio-Technicas are tried and true, man. And again, I've used them in studio settings and everything. And they've been durable. I love them. So I take them everywhere with me. This is just like 4-in-1 kind of thing. It's got the neg fill side. It's got a silver, gold, and a white bounce, and then the diffusion. So this case is the case that the Godox FS200s come in, because I bought 2 of them together and they came in this case, which is really like a travel case. It has this handle. The wheels are super sturdy on them. It's not the most like sturdy case. It has gotten a little beat up a little bit. I don't know how much more I could take this out, but right now this is like the most effective case that I have that I can fit the most stuff in, and it's the lightest. As you know, with traveling, you got to keep it under the 50 pounds. I haven't really got the credentials to go over the 50 pounds, and sometimes they charge you for that too. So that's like 45 pounds worth of gear. It's pretty, it's pretty durable in that way. I'm not putting anything in there that I'm like super worried about getting thrown around. So yeah, so again, I got the Beavis top shelf bag. This bag, I would say I love this bag, and it's great for small things like this. I wish it was a little bit bigger. And I think maybe if it was bigger, I could fit a few more things in it and it wouldn't feel so cramped. I did my best to get what I needed. Got my 6K Pro. I got one of my IRIX lenses, my 45, and then I got my trusty 18, the 235. Sigma lens. That'll probably be what I'll go with. It's all broke down in here. Got a small V-mount set up. Should be enough to kind of get me through most of the day. I'm probably gonna plug up the camera and run my monitor off of this. And then I got a small matte box. This is all my little accessories for my mic setup and different cords and connections that I need. And got my DJI Mic 2 in here. And that's pretty much it. I was able to fit a couple other little small things, a couple batteries, different things like that. It does have a zipper here. So it does have a zipper here where you can slide a laptop, and then it has like another little small space here with like, you could put maybe like a small SSD or something like that, or just a little accessories. But the main compartment is soft inside there, and you could put a laptop. I got 2 roll cases. I got this, I got my clothes, carry on. So I'm carrying this on, checking this. This is my personal item. That's the combination I've been rolling with on these travel shoots. I kind of mix and match based on, okay, did this work the last time? And really assess that. Like, really, did this work out? This stand work out? Did this tripod hold up? All these cords hold up? Those are the things I assess when I do the traveling. I want the things that are most robust, and then if I can have redundancy, I will have it. But a lot of times I don't have that luxury because I am traveling light with a minimal amount of gear. So I'm gonna meet Keith for breakfast downstairs, and we're gonna talk a little bit more strategy. And he's got some things, you know, he got me a hard drive for the data transfer. So not my favorite brand, and definitely not my favorite situation. But I had to format this drive last night. It's, you know, I had to call up Quentin. I was like, hey, Quentin, man, I don't know how to do this damn thing. It's not, you know, the instructions and how to format these drives is just not easy. And so I got the formula now. Quentin, shout out to Quentin, man. You know, he's got an IT background, and you know, he holds me down with those type of questions. You know, sometimes those things are frustrating to me. I was like, it doesn't work out of the box. I don't really have the bandwidth sometimes in the mind space to just like go do a bunch of research to have to figure out how to do this sometimes. This is gonna be a positive day. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to meeting, you know, some new people as well, making some other contacts. You know, I actually like traveling. I'll say one of the things I don't particularly prefer is like not waking up in my own bed. This bed was pretty decent. However, I don't feel like I sleep as well when I'm, you know, in a hotel. So, and then I stay up too late, and then I have to get up early. So that whole thing. But anyways, I'll see you at Cherry Street Farms, or I'm gonna see you at breakfast. I'll be downstairs in a minute. So we'll follow up some more.
We completed an amazing day today. It was organic. It was people were rolling up. I mean, like when you're in the flow of nature and you're doing the right thing, shit just falls in place, man. And we do it with ease.
That's it. And it was great to be here at Seattle, man. I really appreciate you bringing me out and being a part of this, you know, this mission that you're on, and seeing the accomplishment of the mission. You know, the first mission, now you're on to the second mission. And so you got a lot of vision, and you got a lot of support here in this town, and people love you, man. And
appreciate it.
And you got to, you know, and it's inspiring to see that. So I'm thankful for, you know, the call and to really see it in person was like inspiring, but then to hear all the voices that were behind it and the folks that came through just last minute to really support that and champion what you're doing and give their insight and their perspective on like their contribution and what that meant to them was just beautiful to see. I think we got some tearjerker moments.
Yeah, we do.
And I think we got a good funding video that we're gonna manifest here when I cut it all together.
It's gonna be
for the next phase.
It's gonna be amazing. People are finally gonna get to see what we do, how special it is, and unique it is at the same time. So.
Well, how was it working together again? Because it's been since we worked together in person.
This is the first time we really actually worked together in person.
It was all virtual, like mostly, right?
It was all virtual.
Outside of like me coming out to the Green Dinner in Oakland 10 years ago.
Yeah, that was
And I filmed some of the concerts and stuff like that. But so that was definitely.
I think it's way better in person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything to me is always way better in person.
Yeah.
You could try to do it virtually, and we got some shit done.
Yeah, we did.
But this shit that we did today, Nah. I don't think anything's gonna be as bad as what we did today. And so we got more to do too. So
I'm proud of what we got. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go dump all this data, man. It's been a long day, man. I appreciate you, man.
yeah, we worked our ass off.
We worked our ass off today, bro. So
Yeah.
nine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 12-hour day. So it was. You picked me up at 9:30, and
Yeah,
it's
man.
about 9:45 now. So
Hey, gotta put in that work, baby.
that worked, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
we
The hustle
came
never
through.
stops.
That's right, man. So
All right, man.
get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay, see you in the morning.
Peace out, man.
Peace.
It's been a great day. Really inspiring day. I didn't get to vlog much, but I did get a lot of content today. A lot of content. It was really inspiring to see what Keith has built here. You know, I did get a chance to float around a little bit and see the sites with him, which was really cool. And but yeah, it was a really great day. And I'm tired. It's been a 12-hour day. We've been shooting all day. We only took a break for like an hour. And so I got probably about a good terabyte's worth of interviews, which is crazy. All right, I'm just getting back in. So I do need to repack my case. Everything held up. My whole kit was really, I would say, for the most part, effective. No discombobulation, no things falling apart, no wish I'd had something else. Everything worked out. We were shooting indoors. I think that was probably, and we had a lot of natural light, so that really played in our favor. You know, we did our best with what we had. He seems to really love what the image were looking like. I love what the image looked like. I think overall we got some really amazing sound bites. It's gonna be a fundraiser video, kind of brand identity video for the next steps of the Cherry Street Farm Hip Hop is Green phase. Really strong sound bites within what we shot today. I'm gonna start dumping this data and get a shower, maybe eat a little something, call the wife and check on the household stuff. And call it a night, man. This was a good one. I'll see you in the morning. Well, gotta say goodbye to Seattle. It's been a good one. Really thankful for the journey. This was a really great experience. Learned a lot, met some cool people. And Keith and I got a chance to get to know each other a little bit more, even though we've known each other for like 10 years. We haven't spent this much time together, being that he lives here in Seattle, and you know, he was only coming to the Bay every so often, so it was really good to just connect with him in that way. I'm looking forward to doing it again, honestly, because, you know, with the connections that I made this time around, I have a strong feeling I'm gonna be back soon. And I would really enjoy that. And I welcome that, and I'm gonna call that in because I know that the connections that I made were genuine, and with, you know, some of the people that he's involved with and that I interviewed. And so that being said, I think that the possibility of me returning really soon is highly favorable. Get a couple more clients out here, that would be amazing. I like Seattle. Just waiting on Keith. Okay, takeaways from this trip are strategic packing. Trying to maximize the ability of the things that you bring, making everything count probably used about 90% of what I brought, which was more effective this time than last time. I think the last time I brought a little extra. And so that being said, there may have been some things that I could have left behind. I think my next trip where I have to fly, I'll probably invest in another bag. Sometimes I need a second camera, sometimes I need a little bit more, or just another bag that's a little bit more efficient, and where I can fit a few more things. That being said, I'll probably try to invest in a different system. Probably gonna try to invest in a different system and set up for this bag situation. So it's a pretty decent travel bag, but it's not the most durable. I honestly wish my carry-on for my personal items and clothes was a little bit bigger and a little bit more robust. So I think that is the next leg in my journey of investment. And then the bag on my back with my camera, it needs to be a little bit bigger. Is he here? Oh, there he is. He's here. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
How you doing?
How you doing, bro?
Good. I slept better than last night.
Okay.
Can you take that bag for me? And I was working on a documentary.
Nice.
Yes. And just here for the weekend. Made it home. Thankful. That's it for the production van vlogs, travel edition. We're back home, about to go get some food and go chill. It's been a long day of travel, so not in the van today, but got the Batmobile. We'll see you on the next. Peace out.